Your old Grand Risings, Oasis, peace and prosperity, man. If you're new to the channel, like, share, comment, subscribe. It's a Vita Z, and don't forget my old hoe is Vibe, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a channel for all vibes, all litty vibes. We up in here. You know what I'm saying? Hey, the difference between them and us, the fuck we need the oven for when you a microwave? Let it marinate. Choices, chances, and changes, dedication, determination, and discipline. If it ain't adding value to you, cut it and don't add value to it. My 2 cents, you can either cash out, throw it in the wishing well, and wish me well, man. With that being said, man, we gonna get straight into this, man. You know, I ain't gonna even hold y'all. Nah, I do got the music if you wanna hold on to that. The cash app, you wanna hold on to that. You want me to hold on to a little something, you hear me? Besides that, hold on to this message, man. What's good with the gladiators? The gods. You know what I'm saying? Those that go the extra mile, and that's just why we can't be measured. You know what I'm saying? Hey, they only got about 4 foot of fun in they tape rulers. You know what I'm saying? They measurers. You dig? But hey, we got that. That 12 by 12. That 30 by 30. Type of spirit, you know what I'm saying? You might be 5 feet, 6 feet, you know what I'm saying? If you 5 feet, 8, you standing 60 feet tall, man. If you 6 feet, you feel like you 1,000 feet tall. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we up in here. Big in the body, but massive about the soul. It cannot be equalized by the mind. The gods and gladiators. The goddesses. The gladiators. You know what I'm saying? We home, baby. We gonna speak about, you know, if you're a female and you watching this, just go ahead, you know, tweak the knobs to your sentence. But for all my males out there, hey, bro, these times we living in, bro, because I was somewhere last night, you know, so I'm pretty sure if y'all wasn't watching on the Truman Show cameras, but I was somewhere last night, and I was just like, bro, I was feeling out the energy and shit, and I was, not only that I feel out the energy, I look at how they move, how they behave, and their actions, and how their energy is around me and towards me, right? And last night I was surrounded by a coven full of witches. I wasn't scared, I wouldn't mind, but I wasn't being stupid neither. And I was just looking at them, and I was looking at their features, because like lately, you know, when it comes to this gang stalking shit, if you ever know about that or you in that, basically your ass in a prison sentence. You know what I'm saying? They ain't throw your ass in a mental house. They ain't throw your ass in the jail cell. So they just threw your ass in a invisible free prison. But I don't mind, because I turned my prison into an oasis, bitch. You can't, like what Pimp C said, bitch. What Pimp C said ain't the same for me. You can lock my body down, but not my mind. You know what I'm saying? Bitch, you ain't locking my body or my mind or my soul down, bitch. Sometimes I gotta feel like I gotta trick the wind to let him feel like he put my fire out, cause he was passing through. So I act like, you know, as soon as he's at, you know what I'm saying, I came back 10 times better. You just blew oxygen in me, nigga. That's what I need to survive. Rather, I don't need too much. I just need it. You feel me? And I was in there, and I was like, man, I'm taking all the oxygen from these motherfuckers. I was looking at these witches and shit, and they was looking at me. It was a witchy ass night last night. And I said to myself, I said, bro, look at these women, bro. Because I remember, and I was constantly asking myself, like, bro, it was a major shift. I mean, I wouldn't say it was a major shift, but we would just say the veil was dropped. It was released, dog. But who would have known that majority of the women that we have over here in the Westlands are witches, bro. Straight witches. Because I was looking at these women, right? Now, like I was saying, you know, like, this ain't no hatred towards women and none of that shit, right? But like I was saying, as me being in this program, of me being in this fucking invisible prison cell, jail cell, I'm studying this shit. The same time they watching me, studying me, taking notes. Because I noticed, they notice where I'm going to be, where I'm going to go, what I'm going to do, whoop-de-whoop. They always got somebody ahead standing right there. So I said, you know what? I'm going to study the fuck out y'all. The motherfuckers that felt like they was studying me, getting studied. So I'm watching the gang stalkers and the witches and shit at the job, right? And as I'm looking at them, I was like, all right, bro, you could tell by their features now when you see a witch. You could just tell, bro. Look at the nose, the face, the energy, all that shit, right? So I was like, bro, this country is filled with more witches than they are godly women. You understand what I'm saying? And you got to realize they only got a certain amount of godly women on this realm of reality. And that number is decreasing because the devil is seeking who he may devour. So our female counterparts, some of the male counterparts too, you know, because like I say, bro, once upon in my life, I was living wicked. You know what I'm saying? I was a product of my habitat. I just couldn't find the bleach, but I found the bleach. What is the bleach? The bleach is the Most High. It is God. You know what I'm saying? Now, the game is rigged, right? So you got to realize this. You have to protect yourself. You have to protect your seed. You have to hold everything down. But at the end of the day, you got to hold yourself accountable. You know what I'm saying? You ain't going to be having those situations with any of these witches or these modern day females if you don't put yourself in a situation to be with them, next to them, or around them. You understand what I'm saying? Like the other day, I was at a gig and shit, one of these evil witches, and she was trying to get me to bite the bait to crash out so I could look like I'm the problem on the job and shit, so they could fuck up my whole account and shut my shit down, right? So I was like, man, look, I already know what type of time you on, love. You feel me? Because your energy says it. You can't even look me in my eye, dog. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like I want you to, but I'm sitting back and I'm peeping out these modern day women, bro. I'm sitting back, I'm peeping them out. And I'm just, like I said, I'm looking at their physical features, their energy. I'm studying everything around them. So, you know, everybody know right from wrong. But then again, you got to realize some motherfuckers, manipulation game is crucial. So you got to have a strong willpower. That willpower come from you saving this life force essence. You ain't being docile. You ain't no go with the flow, yes man ass motherfucker. And see, these witches, they don't like that. They hate that shit, and they see that shit. So they gonna try to get you fired at your job. They gonna try to gang stalk you. They gonna all be on your ass, on your dick. You know what I'm saying? Because, hey, bro, witches, they do not respect men. That's just like fags and transformers and shit. If any woman don't respect a man, then she don't respect herself. She don't even respect the way that life was presented to be lived. You understand what I'm saying? So she's off track. She's a derailed train. She's one of those junkyard trains. You know what I'm saying? She wants you to become junkyard material like her. And like I said, bro, this is not to hate on women or any of that shit, bro. But I seen more women tear down men than I seen men tear down women. But I seen some men tear down women too. But you know, it's like, hey, it's more common if a woman trying to get a bag for her to scheme and set you up, or, you know what I'm saying, get you thrown in jail, some shit like that, or try to destroy you, destroy your characteristic traits. See, when you unequally yoke and you trying to yoke with somebody that ain't really yoking with you, you know what I'm saying, that's how you get your eggs bust. That's how you fucking wake up and your car got eggs all on it, you know what I'm saying? So, you gotta be careful, you know. You can't run with all your eggs in one basket, fuck around and have yolk. You know what I'm saying? And everybody ain't worth even having your eggs, tasting your eggs. So, you feel me? The kitchen is not open for everybody. So you got to vet these women. You got to watch these women, dog, because a lot of these women, bro, I'm telling you, bro, listen, bro, man, as a God, under the Most High, as a man in the flesh, in the image of the God. And if my father is of such stature and power and assertiveness and alertiveness, that means it carries and it dwells within me. And I have to move like that. You got to walk like that. You understand what I'm saying? Because guess what, bro? I have sit back and I have realized one thing. If the main currency in this realm of reality is energy, and those who contain it and hold it the most is men, you got to realize, bro, a lot of women were wired up. You know, that's why they not gonna admit it, bro. I remember being young, my uncle said, bro, it's you versus everything. You versus fat, old versus young, man versus woman. It's all this shit in this goddamn world. He was like, you ain't even gotta do nothing to put yourself in the situation. That is what's going on in this current situation. Know the weather that's going on around you. I was like, yeah, the weather ain't just about the wind blowing and the sun out and shit. The weather about the fucking traffic in the streets. You know what I'm saying? The hitting things that's lying around these corners and shit like that. You dig? And see these women, bro? That's what I noticed, bro. Listen, we're gonna get into this shit. We're gonna have real fucking talks. I'm not sugarcoating. Hey, my channel about to change like a motherfucker, dog. I'm not saying I be over here smutting and pillow talking and fucking sugarcoating and shit, all that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is, you hear me? I'm not holding nothing back no more. About to be blood fucking raw. So either y'all gonna fucking, we're gonna go up on the subscribers or not. At the end of the day, I don't care, because as long as I got real people in my corner, that's all that's good to me. That's good for me. Anything outside of me is extra, first and foremost. So these likes, shares, and comments and subscriptions, that's cool, but it don't float my boat. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It don't change me, don't make me or break me. But I am grateful for those who are in my views, so let's not get that twisted. Those who are coming with positive energy, those who negative, you're welcome too, because I'm an alchemist, baby. I know how to transmute shit now. But like I was saying, though, about these women, right? What I notice is that women constantly take from a man, bro. You understand what I'm saying? And if you dealing with a witch, oh no, bro, she trying to take your soul, your energy. I've been in relationships with a couple witches. I didn't know, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because my family and a lot of people try to keep me blind. But I had to realize and learn shit the hard way. That's why I'm dropping these videos, so you don't gotta go to that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But at the end of the day, like I was saying about women, bro, all they do is take. Now, they got some women that do give, you know what I'm saying? But hey, I'm gonna tell you this, a woman would not give you anything without expecting anything in return. As a man, you may give her something and not seek nothing in return. But as a woman, ain't nothing for free with a woman, bro. I know you're going to be like, nothing should be free with you neither. True that. But I mean, hey, they playing a way much harder game, bro. They settings is way more steeper and harder than yours, way more vicious. You understand what I'm saying? The shit that women do in jails, way worse than the men jails. I was in jail hearing about all the shit that women was doing. It was wicked, crazy. Like I said, bro, look at it like this. I forgot this one clip. I can't find it, bro, but I've been trying to look for it, bro. If y'all want to send me clips and stuff like that, I'll start to throw it in the videos, right? But I was looking for this one clip, right? This lady was acting like she loved a man, and come to find out she was a witch. And then he got her pregnant. And the whole time, she didn't even give a fuck about the baby, bro. She just wanted the baby energy because the baby was something special. So she was trying to take the essence out the baby and just have him with a blank canvas type shit. Had this nigga as a nobody, soulless, you know what I'm saying? I wish I could find that little clip, man. It was like a cartoon type clip, and it was a green energy. And I was like, damn, now I realize when I was small, since I was a child, I knew that women weren't just women, bro. I always knew that. I always knew that women were living double and triple lives, but they'll try to present and hold something in front of you because it's like an eclipse, right? It's like eclipse. Yeah, the sun and the moon come together, but it's like a phase that sit behind it that I could see, even though it may look hazy and the full light not there, but I see it type shit. So, you know, like I said, nigga, I ain't gay. I don't hate women and shit like that, but like I said, bro, women are a species that's very sneaky, and I don't have the full ins and outs about women. You know, I was taught as a kid a long time ago, hey, bro, don't break no woman heart and don't do them wrong, bro. If you feel like you got doing wrong, just leave them alone, bro, because, hey, a bitch that's scorned, hey, that's some other shit. But you know what I'm saying? Cause like this is why I make videos about semen retention, bro. I didn't been on a lot of different sides with women, bro. You know, not like trying to brag or boast, but I've been in like some pimp shit, some player shit, some bachelor shit. You know what I'm saying? Some smut shit my fucking self. Some husband shit, some friends with benefit shit, some one night stand shit, some side nigga shit. I've been in all the shoes, nigga. I ain't gonna say I've been in all the shoes. The only shoes I ain't been in is baby daddy and fucking being married to a bitch. That's what I told myself. I was like, hey, bitch, I don't care if I gotta be fucking under a bridge and shit, and all four corners of my roof caving in and it's raining and shit, bitch. I'd rather have to deal with that every day than have to lay up with a bitch I know ain't shit. I lay up with a bitch I know cheating on me. Now, I ain't gonna lie, I'm man enough because I had, like I said, I've been in those shoes. Well, it ain't like I was a pimp, but it's like a woman put me in that position. I accepted it. And I learned how to move that road, you feel me? Even though some of those qualities was already instilled in me, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't chase shit, shit comes to me, you feel me? But being in all those calibers and shit like that, all I notice is that, hey, bro, you the prize, nigga. You the prize. You know what I'm saying? It's just like the Matrix, and it's just like the Illuminati. Nigga, you could make way more money and have a way better life, healthier life, happier life, and way more freedom. You stay independent, be an indie artist, compared to you joining Interscope or fucking Roscoe Records or whatever fuck. They gonna fucking 360 your ass, bro. I ain't here to brag or boast or none of that shit, bro. But all the motherfuckers that you see on TV, you are way more happier than them. They gotta answer to people. They gotta wear makeup. They gotta wear clothes and do shit and be around people they don't like. And cause it's all the agenda and the plan to keep the masses going with a certain mind. That's why it's called government. Don't forget the G. Slide your G on. You feel me? But excuse me, y'all. That's why I say, bro, you know what I'm saying? I've been in those shoes, man. So that's why I'm able here to chop it up and break this shit down with y'all about these women and shit. You know what I'm saying? On a lot of different levels, bro. I done wore a lot of different shoes. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm basically getting at is like, hey, bro, me being in all those positions, bro, I really found out that, hey, man, you got the value and everything outside you don't have the value. Put it like this. A man was created in the image of the Most High, right? Literally. So that means ye are gods. Now, if you want to devalue yourself, and I know some niggas be like, well, if you a god, now how about you just make a fucking bricks truck appear out of nowhere? You got to realize this. This is levels to this god shit. And making a bricks truck appear out of nowhere, that's still man-made energy and man-made levels, because God's not worrying about money. Energy is way more important than money. And now we realize that, you know, some people who haven't matured and who are still childish, their number one currency is attention. Those who have matured and realized and found their value, they realize their number one currency is AKA their time and the focus. You understand what I'm saying? So why I need a honey pot? I need a motherfucking microwave, a bitch. I got a razor. I got a raise. Basically, I got a razor. I'm gonna show you how to treat me. I ain't gonna lie about that, but I'm not trying to, you know what I'm saying? I was like, bro, this how I was, bro. Let me be real with you, bro. It was like every relationship I was in, bro, it was like I had to sleep with one eye open type shit. Nah, I'm not saying like, you know what I'm saying? Like on no paranoid type shit, but it was like, I'm basically with a motherfucker studying me, trying to figure out how to come out on top and then put me at the bottom. Nah, I'm with a motherfucker that got less power than me, trying to take my power from me, but navigate my power into channels and directions that she want and she expect, because she got some type of ulterior motive. You know what I'm saying? The whole time you walking down the aisle with the bitch, this hoe got dreams of another nigga running in her back. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that shit. That's why I say I ain't wore all shoes, bro. I ain't wore the Merriman shoes, and I ain't wore the baby daddy shoes. Cause like I said, bro, I was like, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna be real with y'all, bro. I'm not sugarcoating shit. God forgive me. I talk to God all the time, so nobody could tell me shit, bro. And I'm the one that gotta answer to God. But yeah, I done had an abortion. I did. And I was like, God forgive me. And God know in my heart too. God know it, because God gave me the energy and he separated me from that motherfucker. Because if not, I would be right there waking up on side her funky ass. And I was like, God, you know, I had an abortion. I cried. I had my little grieving shit, because it wasn't like, oh, you just thinking about you and whoop. Nah, nigga, it wasn't even that. It's like, nigga, if I was to have a baby with that woman, I would be suffering every day, all goddamn day, and the baby. I forgot in one of my songs, dog. I said this shit. No, it was when I was in Hawaii. I made this song, dog, off an island type beat. I gotta think of the name of that bitch. It's on my YouTube, but I was like, I can't have a baby. I can't have a baby. I'm on the phone with you and you and the baby in the background bitching too. I gotta find that song, dog. It came out, I think, in 2024. Maybe anything after June or July 2024. Or maybe, I think it was March 2024. Anything after that. It's more like a fresh, vibing, island type beat. If y'all know my own song better than me. You feel me? But, yeah, man, I was like, man, I can't have a baby and I'm on the phone with you and the baby in the background bitching too. And I was like, that's why they call them bitches. All they do is bitching. I'm good on that. They do have womans that was made from and cut from the cloth, you know what I'm saying? And that will only hold the back of the garment of a god. But then you got those rainbow ass bitches, those Payless ass hoes, those $5, those quick McDonald meal ass bitches, you know what I'm saying? I was with her like, she was a good woman. She was great. I'm not gonna lie, ain't perfect, you know what I'm saying? But on the back end, I knew she was doing shit behind my back. So I was like, I'm having dreams and I'm having epiphanies and fucking daydreams and messages and shit. God like, nah, bro, don't do it, dog, because you really like her. You really care about her. But think about all the arguments and times y'all got into it and shit like that. That was because she was fucking with another nigga. And you knew about it. You feel me? But guess what? You ain't do no smut nigga shit. You was like, hey, I know you out here. I know you is. I'm gonna let you tally up and rally up as much as you can. So when you try to double back or when I cut you off, you can't say nothing, bitch. Case closed. And that's how I got off a lot of my women. Is either I know this shit crazy. It's like either I set a nigga up to go fuck with them, or I was just begging like I hope another nigga come and fuck with them so these bitches will leave me the fuck alone, not worry about me. That's how I used to get off women. You know what I'm saying? I gotta send somebody else your way so you could get off me. Cause you won't leave me alone. Whether I told you or not, type shit. You feel me? But yeah, man, I'm like, man, I'm not about to be with no fucking woman and she just trying to take my energy and do what she want. Like a motherfucker be like, yeah, man, my wife do the finances, my wife do this, man, I'm not giving no energy, no power to nobody outside me. Boy, you stupid. I did that shit before. And that's why we at where we at now. I'm at the greatest place in my life because I was like, God, please, God, I'm not trying to wake up with this bitch and have a baby with her. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, to each his own, bro. I ain't hating on my mama and shit, but, hey, my mama basically showed me. You know what I'm saying? If I would have, it's like, dog, my mama loved me, dog, but at the same time, she still took it out on me because I look like my daddy. I remind her of my daddy. I guess I remind her of the life that I took from her because she had to raise me and my brothers and shit. Because that's something I noticed. I was like, my mama always be like, yeah, too, why you don't got no kids? Then when you gonna have a family? When you gonna have a grandbaby for me? It sound like, goddamn, bitch, you asking me when I'm gonna have a baby for you. No disrespect, now. You know what I'm saying? You're like, damn, when you gonna have a grandbaby for me? When I don't want no grandbaby. I don't want to do what you did. I don't want to do what y'all done. You know what I'm saying? I value my conversation and my relationship with God more than any fucking body here on this earth. Even my fucking self, nigga. I value my relationship with God more than my fucking self. The fuck? You know what I'm saying? I value myself. I value God and myself so much. You can't sit here and tell me that my God name is Jesus. And I'm gonna bust you all you Jesus Bible niggas in the head. Think about it like this. They put anything you can see in your face, bro, or they put out into public and shit, is really not the real shit, bro. Why they killed Dr. Sebi? Why they took seeds out of watermelons? You know what I'm saying? Anytime they put something in your face and they want you to fuck with it, 9 times out of 10, it wasn't sent from God. You know what I'm saying? So these cell phones, these black mirrors, these alien fallen angel technologies and shit. See, Lucifer, the evil one, they want to make themselves seem like they're the light, the lumen ones. But the real ones, God, the real ones, the millionaires, the underdogs, the top ones, the true source, this where we at. We in the darkness. Not that we're hiding, but hey, we're in the real light. The darkness is the real light. You understand what I'm saying? And they scared of the real light. But when they see you got the real light, they want to take the real light from you and drain you and do what they want to do with it. And that ain't this type of party. And I'm not doing that. Because I was like, man, I thought about it in my life. I was like, bro, a lot of dudes that I was with was working for some secret organization or government, and they was like, oh yeah, fuck with this bitch, that bitch, that bitch. I'm like, bro, I got to a point in my life, they knew I caught on. I was like, bro, why is you niggas always asking me where the hoes at? I don't care about no hoes. And the hoes is where the hoes at. You know where the hoes at. The club. Somebody back call getting they beat on, you know what I'm saying? Beat the beat, you hear me? I'm not worrying about the hoes. I'm more focused on God, bro. At the end of my road, this is how I'm living my life right now. I'm trying to spend more time and energy and shit and devote that to what and who gonna be there at the end. But basically the end is the new beginning, right? So I'm putting my energy and devotion into that. Ain't no bitch gonna be with you in the end. You could love her, gave her somewhere to stay, all of that shit. She see somebody littier than you, she see the next high, the next drug, you're gone, and she's gone. So why am I going to put my trust, my stability, my finances, my all into a fucking quicksand ass situation? I want solid foundation, so that's with God. You feel me? I'm telling you, bro, I done played the role from woman to woman. I done had all grades of women, man. I done had the hood bop. I done had the bougie bop. They all bops, bro. Only way she ain't a bop is she with God, bro. You know what I'm saying? Cause hey, bro, throughout my life, I watched how my mama did a lot of men. And I ain't here to pillow talk or none of that. Nigga can say I'm gossiping, pillow talking. Like, damn, bitch, how the fuck can I explain and share my truth? You know what I'm saying? And shit like that. Nigga like, well, it's the way how you do it. Man, look, fuck out here, bitch. This is my channel, and I do what I want, I say what I want. You don't like it, bitch. They got balls and they got a dick you can eat, but it ain't gonna be mine. Now, like I was saying, though, yeah, what I noticed about women, this is what I noticed, bro. See, I had got the uncut eye. I got the uncut hand, the hand that niggas can't cut, the hand that niggas can't deal, which is the rare card. I got the rare card. I got the wildcat card, right? So my whole life, since I was a child, I'm pretty sure little brother, who they call big brother, but the matrix, the system, the universe, everybody and everything knew who I was and what I was about and what I stand for. So my whole life, they try to change my trajectory and change my hardwire and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm not going for that. My whole life, motherfuckers trying to break my spirit. Like last night, they really try to break my spirit. But I had fun with them last night. But I was like, you know what? I'm not going to go back in that bitch no more. You know what I'm saying? The money not important. My mind, my peace of mind, I could make $1,000 in 7 days, in 7 rotations. $1,000. Compared to if I go to this fucking gang stalking ass gig I was at where they fucking harassing a nigga and doing dumb bitch ass shit. Like last night I even had a nigga tell me like, yeah, bro. I even had a nigga told me last night like, yeah, bro, we trying to get you in jail. We trying to get you in